All right. I think I am live. Let me check here. I didn't get a notification from YouTube. Let me just make sure real quick here. Oh, okay. Now it came through. So, hello, everybody. Just want to make sure before I started in there that it was being recorded. So, hello, everyone. So happy to see you. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I come back on to complete all the readings from this morning I didn't get to. I didn't get to any free readings or any of my YouTube channel members. I still had a couple donations to finish up. So, I'll have two donations that I'll finish up. I've got like four, I think, of my YouTube channel members, and then we'll dive into all the free readings. After I'm done, I will put pin a comment listing the order in which all the readings are completed, so you can locate where in the stream your reading is. Since there will be no chat, you'll notice there's no chat because I'm not taking any new requests for this session. I'm just finishing up everything from this morning. I shall return next Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more free readings if you'd like to join me then. I'm on Friday and Saturday nights, and then also Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons or morning afternoon for free readings. So that's when you can join. If you're interested in becoming more in depth, I do have memberships, my YouTube memberships. I have a Zen Cricket and a Praying Mantis. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. And for those on those free sessions, you do get priority. Fridays and Saturdays, I don't always come back on to finish out the free readings, but for my donations and my YouTube channel members, I do. So you have that benefit. Also, when I come in here like this, you get the priority, the donations get it, and then the YouTube members, and then the free readings. So you have priority that way too. But in addition to that, Wednesdays, I have a 2 hour session from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time for free readings. And members, they have unlimited. We just ask all the questions. We pull regular tarot, oracle, past life, whatever we're wanting. We do that during there. And then my Praying Mantis members get an additional Thursday 2 hour session. And then Friday and Saturday night, at least an hour after each session. And then Sundays after the session. Like today's when about 2 hours, we had some great conversations. And so we took a little longer. So apologies that I'm coming on a little later. But that's what you get with the praying mantis too. Um, I think that's it. Also, I offer personal readings. There's a link down below for the memberships and a link down below for the other things that I offer if you're interested in diving deep into those. All right. I think that's it. So let us jump in. We're going to continue to use the Tarot of Dreams. And we'll be starting off here. So, Ashvin Ray, thank you for your patience in getting to your reading. Thank you for your donation. Pardon me. You also had a free reading request, which I will do right after your reading, so you don't have to go try to find it. Just for convenience, I'm going to add your free reading right here afterwards. Okay. So you want to know guidance on your marriage. All right. Let's see what Spirit has to say here for you. What guidance do they have here for your marriage? All right, those two. And like those three. Okay. See what we got in here. So you have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And the Eight of Wands, this is fiery energy, a lot of vibration of passion, fire, could be conflicting energy too, but and it's also messages from spirit coming in. So you got all this um action, movement, fire, communication coming in. Uh, and that's the kind of the formulation under the bottom of the deck. There's just a lot of heat that's going on in your marriage, right? um, but I feel like spirit is bringing you messages as well through this, signs and synchronicities, and um, signs in the outside world for you to kind of be aware of, nudgings that they have you regarding your marriage. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, you got the Emperor card. So here's more fire energy, Aries. But there is this um, message that comes in. This is you. This is for you. That you are not at the whim, and no matter if it's an arranged marriage or whatever cultures and everything we grow up in. A lot of times we're taught, oh, this person leads and I follow, and that's all right. That's whatever cultures and whatever we're taught. Happens. That's good. But the Emperor card, when it comes in with our questioning, is like you don't have to wait for everyone else to make decisions for you. You get to decide what is it that you want in your marriage. And if you want something in your marriage, first of all, you look at inward and like the emperor does, they try to get all those opinions, all that advice from all the advisors, the self-appointed advisors, and all this opinion. They try to get away from all that. Clear the throne room of all the people so you could sit there, take a big deep breath, and connect inward and upward and find out what is it that I want, not what everyone else is saying I should want or I'm supposed to want, blah blah blah, but what is it that you want? And then you plan. You're like, okay, well, this is how I want it to happen. I'm going to put energy and action into those steps, whatever it may be. If you want out of the marriage, then you're going to find out how you can get out of it. If you want to keep the marriage together and expand it, then you're going to put plans together and find out how can I do that most effectively. And you're going to put energy into it, right? Yeah. So here you go. Again, you have the same kind of energy. Look all this fire that you've had. All the cards have been fire so far. So King of Wands is like the Emperor. So I'm not going to repeat that. It's like basically the same type of energy. And the Seven of Wands is about you not needing to defend what you want. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You get to choose. And be true to your authentic self. It's like the sun. The sun does not ask permission. Hey, everybody, can I shine? And that just shines bright and is themselves. It doesn't dim its light for anyone going, oh, you're too bright, too hot. Can you? They're like, no, you can step out of the heat, go into the basement, get a sun hat, whatever you need to do. Put on sunglasses if it's too bright. But they don't shrink. They stand true to themselves and what they want. So all the three cards of these is about what do you want and move forward. And some of that's going to be about you questioning, and facing the fear of what does it mean if I don't want the same things or that what people will say, blah, 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 whatever. We face that fear of rejection and what does it mean? But you get to define what it means. Let's see what these other cards are here. Okay, yeah. So Two of Swords, the battle between the head and the heart, right? The mind is fearing what other people will think and has all these rules. But the heart knows what it wants. And so you close your eyes, you open your heart, and you move toward that. In the decision that you're making, your mind is going to have all these fears, like I was just talking about, where, but what will this be? What will that be? What will that be? Well, that's all opinion. And that's like that Emperor, King of Wands energy. You clear away and step away because you are the one that gets to define the story for your life. Everyone else is always going to have their opinion, and you'll have opinion about everyone else's story. You'll put your story on other people, but what's important is that you know that I get to decide what everything means for me, no matter what everyone else thinks. And we have those fears of, well, but in my society, if I'm divorced or I'm not with my spouse anymore or whatever, what does that mean? It means I'm ostracized. It means I'm going to be cut off from everything. It means I'm going to struggle. But if you're living the life you want, it's not a struggle. When you're trying to live a life that's not yours, that's the big struggle, right? Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, we have the Hermit card. So this is about stepping away and it's about being alone, but it can also be about stepping back and well, you have the death card here too, the ending and beginning, and also the Six of Swords, which is movement, leaving old ways of thinking behind, moving into new ways of thinking. It can also represent movement and travel across water. So there is this kind of energy here of being by yourself, an ending of the relationship, and the movement in a direction that's in alignment with where you want to go and what you want to do, moving from choppy waters to calm waters. And there's this movement. So, this energy, the advice is like, really, what is it that you want? And don't be afraid that if what you want is to leave, you know, realize that your life is yours to live. And as long as you're living someone else's life, you feel like you're existing and not living. And so it's important for you. Maybe even, if it's, well, I want to take a trip, I want to get away from everything. Can I, if you're having trouble in your marriage or you're conflicted about it or you're wanting to do things, it's about stepping away so you can really think about things and transform it and then take action on what you're wanting to create, right? Let's take a look here at the high vibes card here for you for your fortune cookie. Yeah, and you got affirmations. So let's see here. We all run negative tapes in our head. Change the tape by telling yourself positive stories, right? So again, you get to choose the story. We were just talking about that. You can say, I am an amazing person. I love my life. Good luck follows me. I embrace my magnificence. I am a high vibrational being. I create affirming thoughts. I deserve love. I am joyful. I am beautiful. I have an abundance of self worth, right? So these are great things that you can, if you're not feeling those things in your marriage, and I mean, I just feel like that's like, this is what you can be. This is who you are, and you can affirm that. You deserve love. You deserve love like you have what you're able to give. All right. So that's what they have for that. And then your free reading, you want to know how will the rest of 2024 go for you? So for the free readings, it's just 1 to 2 cards. So this one will be shorter than that one, of course. So you got that one. This is just what they want you to know most about the rest of 2024. All right. Well, it feels abundant. You got the King of Coins and the Ten of Coins. You can have this fullness of life is available to you, but it does take you stepping in again, kind of the king, stepping into your authority, not depending on someone else to determine your future. Both of these are, you could have such an abundant, full life. And that's the whole thing of going back to your past, that the reading we just finished is, when I'm living the life of someone else, I'm existing. I don't feel like I'm living. I'm just here doing what I'm supposed to do, meeting expectations, and it feels empty. It feels hollow. But you can be living and feeling that fullness of life when, especially when you turn, one of the big things the king teaches is when you're defining yourself, the king of coins specifically, defining yourself by the outside world, relationships, situations, and things like physical body, bank accounts, possessions. Situations are like jobs, education, marriage. It's a partnership, but marriage is kind of a situation that we're into. Those things, all of that is unstable. People change, people walk away, people pass away. Situations never stay the same. Things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. All of that is unstable. And when we define ourselves by those things, we feel unstable. We feel empty too and hollow. And when we get tired of that enough, we turn inward and upward and we find the only thing that is stable, which is the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And when we define ourselves by that, we realize we're priceless, right? And when I realize I'm priceless, then I fill up from the inside out. Then the outside world, I don't stop desiring things from the outside world. I just stop needing it to define me. And then it becomes above and beyond extra. So where life feels like it's falling short and empty and hollow, suddenly it transforms and it's full and overflowing, and you do feel that abundant feeling like we had in those two cards. So that's how I feel like your journey here for the rest of the year is you realizing you define who you are by this love in here, not by this stuff out here. When you step into that, your whole world transforms. So I like that for you. All right. So hopefully that helps, Ashvin. Many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. All right. And then one other donation. So we had Supernova. Supernova, I did not see your I think this was number 7, number 8 donation question. I don't know what it was. So I don't know. I didn't see it in the chat. But I feel like um what spirit wants to bring through is like, you're like, what more messages do they have for you? What kind of guidance that can they give you in your life? And I really felt drawn to this other dragon deck, actually not dragon, unicorn deck. And I feel like this is the message that they want to bring through for you. So let's take a look here and see what message do they want to bring through. Of course, it feels like Kurt, he always likes the oracle and the storytelling, right? So let's see what unicorn, what magical creature. Not a constellation, it's called hope. Wow, look at that, beautiful. This looks like a butterfly dragon. It is a dragon. I said dragon. I was going to say it was unicorn, but it looks like you got a dragon. How fun. Spirit knew already. So the transformation that can come through this beautiful being says darkness falls, the night comes, and there is only blackness in sight. But then as you settle in and wait, behold, there is a light, then many, a constellation, all the stars in the sky. The beauty is magnificent. There is hope even in the dark of night. And in that vision of hope, the promise of dawn does arise. More than stars, it is a unicorn, a constellation beaming with light. A meditation you can do, envision a gorgeous constellation of stars lighting up the blackness of night. Allow the colors and shapes to move your spirit. Hope has arrived. An affirmation that you can have, there are stars and shapes above me and unicorns in my life. There is always hope. The action says, what scares you? What darkness along your path frightens you? Write it down in your journal. Evidently, they know you journal. Then conquer each fear by drawing a star on a facing page, a symbol of hope, seemingly random, big and small. Now trace your hopeful formation, and what does your unicorn constellation say to you about the power of hope amid dark times? Wow. So I like this message they're bringing in for you. Even in the darkest of nights, that's when you see the stars the most. You always get the star card, right? The dream will come true card. And look, even wishing upon a star, there's a shooting star up here. And I like this for you because I feel like they're saying that no matter, in the darkest of times, when you're feeling down, allow this constellation of hope to appear. And I like putting this in your journal and writing the things down and putting the stars on the other page and then draw the constellation and what does it mean to you? Because I feel like it's a place of hope for you that you draw in those dark times. I feel it's like a new way of looking at life, and I feel like it's a tool that they're giving you. And then your fortune cookie is the high vibe attractions, which says attract high vibrations to yourself. Run around the house excited about life. Doing so puts the law of attraction in play. When you want something good to happen to you, moping around the house and complaining will not get you closer. Wow. Get excited about something. Pretend to be excited about something. This raises your vibration, makes you feel good inside, and naturally attracts other high vibe energies. How perfect is that? So, that is the message they have for you, Nova. So, hopefully that helps with, and if that wasn't the question you were wanting, then definitely let me know. Um, but I feel like that's the message Spirit wanted to bring through. All right. So, those were my donations. The free readings will move faster, so hang in there, everyone. I appreciate your patience and getting to your readings and for your thirst from hearing from Spirit. So, up next, I've got four of my YouTube channel members for their free readings. So, they'll be up first. We've got here up first is Moonlight 5. Thank you for your donations earlier as well. And a general for the upcoming week. Let's see what we got here. What do they want you to know about the upcoming week? All right. They do want that one. Okay. And this one right here. All right. Well, it is a fiery week in a positive way, too. Sun card coming in bright, shining great light upon your life. It's abundance, it's victory, success. There's an energy of play too coming in here. Make sure you take time to let your inner child out for a play date, and allow yourself to go enjoy some things. Go have some play. Yeah, the Queen of Wands too, Queen of Fire. All the queens have a second portion of cups behind the scenes. And so with this queen, it's important for you to again express your passion, express this energy you have within you. I kind of feel like this nudge for you to, if you don't have a hobby, it's like discover one. Go do something. Try something new. Get out there and allow yourself to experience something that's drawing you out. It's also about trust your gut, trust your instinct. You've got a great connection with spirit. You got empathic abilities with this Queen of Wands. She's a lot like not the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups, who have a very strong connection to spirit. And it's like when you unsure next week, allow them to be the light that guides you. You can ask of your own free will, "Hey, can you show me what's best for me? To the left or to the right? This decision or that? Show me a sign. Give me information." Make it a no-brainer type of answer, so it's very obvious for me. And they will. So I like that kind of energy coming up for you next week. But definitely go enjoy something. It's all about play, enjoying expression next week. All right, so that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Sean G, you are up. So guidance for the week. Let's take a look here. What do they want you to know for this week? For Sean. Oh, gonna shuffle these up here. All right, now let's try it here. For the week. All right, there they are. Boom, boom. All right. All right, gotta kind of cover. Let me do it this way. I gotta cover up some stuff for YouTube here. Gonna order some little stickers to cover up the little nudity here. We got the star card and you got the two of wands. And so the two of wands is this energy, right? Of like there's two ways to express your passion, two ways to express your dreams and to step through. It's like there's two gateways that have opened up and neither is wrong. And I don't feel like you have to choose. I feel like you can do both. You have capacity, of course, you have like limitless energy most days, right? But you can do this and you can pursue both. And it's like one's hot, one's cold, one's of the heart, one's of the mind. So maybe one is more artistic and the other one's more of the mind of communication and writing or um, blogging or some sort of mental expression. But I feel this next week you have this artistic expression and mental, something from the heart expression, something from the mind expression, and that you don't have to choose in between them. You can do both. Uh, And I feel like that's the guidance. Like, which one should I do? Yes, is the answer. I love that. All right. And that's what they have for you, Sean G. So many blessings to you. And then Olivier Vatara, hello, hello. You would like to ask, will you be able to have your own place to live? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies, are you able to have your own place to live? All right. I like it. You have the Palace of One, so there is a Palace of Fire that's available, which does tell me, like, yes, you can. But the Wands energy is about uh desire. It's about like your what is the magician, the manifestation, and the energy that you put forward. You have the Moon card, which does talk about there's some hidden and unseen things below the surface regarding your energy when we're coming in with that. And so I feel like what they're saying here is, yeah, you definitely have the ability to have your own place to live, but there's something about below the surface in your subconscious that, like, maybe your inner child is going, but we don't deserve that. We have to give so much to be able to deserve that. And once you reconcile that and go in there and kind of transform that, then that brings down these force fields that allows you to draw that in for you. Now, I mentioned this a lot, so you might have already heard this before, but I've got this video. It's the Six of Pentacles, which talks about our out of balance giving and receiving, where we do feel like we have so much we have to give in order to receive. And what I'm going to do is in um, the comment, I can do two things at the same time, but not very well, it seems. I was trying to type into it. So when I'm done and with all the readings and I post the comment next to your name in the pinned comment, there'll be a link to that video for the Six of Pentacles. And whoever wants to watch that, feel free to click on it. It's from my Take 10 with Zen. It's like 10 minutes or less, I think. But it gives you a tool to help you bring that 1,000 to 1 rate of exchange down to 1 to 1, which allows you to receive a place to live. Right now, I feel like there's some beliefs that uh, you might not even be conscious of because it's running on autopilot below the surface of, no, 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 you have to do this to deserve that. And you've only done this. You have this to go. But it helps balance it out and allows stuff to come in. So I like that for you. All right. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Kelly, you are up next. Hello, hello. So you'd like to get any messages from your person present self, please. All right, we'll take a look here. And you might have asked that like last night, and when I did complete that, because that sounds familiar. So, and you might be like, I know, I'm just asking for more, but just in case that I did complete that on the other ones too. All right. So, any other messages? I feel like this is a message here. No, the other one was anyone. Now that I look at that, because you were like your person, present, future, whoever. This one is your present self, right? From your present uh, person. And this is this is the devil card. This is the supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, this trapped feeling they have. They've got so many different emotions that are happening here. And I just feel like they're dealing with a lot of different emotions. They have some positive, higher vibration. They got lower vibration, but a lot of it comes from this devil card energy, which is Capricorn, Saturn energy, which is the work, the shaking, the rattling of the cage. And I feel like their message would be like, if it feels like I'm kind of withdrawn a little bit, it's because I have a lot of challenges coming in, challenging in my life, my thoughts, my beliefs, my mindsets about what life is supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be. And these long held beliefs that I've grown up with and implemented, I'm questioning now. And and I'm not sure, and I've got all this struggle and all this things that are rising up in my life that are making me look at things. It's not letting me look past it or get past it. And, that's the kind of energy that comes in with that. So I feel here that they do, want this type of I don't know, it's like clarity or just to let you know that it's not about you. This is about them facing life. And if they feel like they've pulled back or they're distracted, or it's because they're like in their head, they're really overthinking and rethinking and analyzing and trying to set themselves free through it all. And so I feel like they want to, just that kind of energy that's coming in there. So, um, that's what they have for you, Kelly. So hopefully that helps, but that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right. And um Jarena Rue, I just got a cash app for you. And if you're watching right now, I was hoping you would pop on earlier because I didn't see a question yesterday. So if you um have a specific question, then send me an email because it'll pop up over here and I'll see it. And as soon as I do it, it's Brada Zen B, and it's actually in the description box of the video too, but it's BRUDDAZEN all together at gmail.com. So if you have a specific question, put it down there and email it to me, and then I will get to it here. So hopefully you're watching right now and you're hearing me. If not, I will we'll work it out somehow. But I don't have an email for you, so I couldn't contact you. But so if you do that, then we'll get it figured out. Okay. All right. So that is what we had for the YouTube channel members. Now we begin the free readings, and so let me jump over here and get these all set up, and we'll dive in there. Let's see. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about around 20 free readings to do. So let me know. Not it's not let me know, but so thank you for your patience in getting to those. Is what I was gonna say. All right, let me just move some stuff here. We'll move these over, and I do appreciate you guys so much and your patience in getting to your readings. I know some of you try all weekend on Friday night and Saturday morning, Saturday night. I don't always get to a lot of the free readings sometimes. Some nights I get to them all. It just is all about the flow of spirit and what's coming in donation wise and everything. So I do appreciate your patience in getting to these, and I'm glad I can at least give it to you on here. All right. So before we jump in there, all right, yay! Geronimo, thank you so much. So you are watching. Hey, thank you so much for your dual donations here. And so we're gonna jump real quick because I did owe them this. So we are going to jump and do that first here. Let me just check here. My phone is blowing up here. All right. Okay, good. Thank you so much. And you sent another one saying you said it. You're so awesome. I appreciate that. All right. So your question is, Joanna Rue, why does your E7 hate you, and why does your first sergeant, and commander not help? Oh my gosh. Now I know what E7, I know what E7 are. So, okay. Well, let's take a look here and see what is going on here. That's difficult. I know it's not like it's a job you can just quit. You're like, stuck between a rock and a hard place. So let's take a look here. So why does it seem that this E7 hates you? What's going on here? We'll take a look at that. feel like it's these. And then why does your first sergeant commander not help? Okay, let's take a look and see what we got going on here. So, first of all, we'll look into why this actions are coming from this person here. All right, wow. Well, there is a lot of we got the Palace of Wands, which is unique to this card, and the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy here. So there's a lot of they have a lot of anger toward themselves, right? This Palace of Wands is about it's deep uh, places within us, and because the palace is like the Palace of Cups is deep within our heart. Well, this is deep within their energy. They got a lot of anger issues, um, a lot of hatred of themselves, which they then project outward. So when you feel like, why do they hate me? It's because they hate themselves. And they're seeing the world through these eyes of fire. And so all they know is because they have so much self hatred, they just see a lot of hate and a lot of sparking. And I feel like they have a short fuse and they just really let it out. And we'll see why, because I don't feel like they poured out on everyone. I feel like you feel like it's directed at you, and we'll see why here. Yeah, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Your energy just makes it feel like, this is a place of independence and a place of but it's also feels like a place of comfort. And I feel like it's and not that they love you, but you know how the saying goes, we only hurt the ones we love. A lot of times, why we hurt the people we care about is because we feel comfortable. We feel like they'll take it. They feel like, you know, that if I do it over here, it's going to cause, but if I do it over here, I feel like you'll you'll be able to take it more than anyone else. So I feel safe and been able to express this in that direction. So, there is that there. Yeah, and the 2 of Cups, maybe they do love you. No, I'm just kidding. But there's this emotional choice that comes in with this, um, with this energy here, and with this Cancer energy, and, every moment is a choice, both story and emotion and energy and action, right? But every every moment is about unconditional love or love energy. It's either expression of it or a cry for it. And so it's like they're crying out for love in a way, not like, they want romantic love or anything, but it's like there's this, they don't have a whole lot of self-love, they have a lot of self-hate, and so that's what's being expressed, and so it's a cry for because they do have a lot of fear that are happening, right? And that is reinforced with the 7 of Swords, a lot of self-deception, a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have really, really, um, just really stolen opportunities out of their life, and I feel like they've been deceived a lot and hurt. And it could be, bringing. I'm feeling like there's this sense of being betrayed by individual that you remind them of too. And so that also was showing me here that, it's like that's why they're drawn to you because you remind them of someone, and that's why it just their energy draws to you for that as well. So it's not anything that you're doing, it's just like I'm here and this is what's happening. Now, I also feel here on the bottom of the deck, it goes a little deeper in that you have the Death card and the High Priestess too. There's some past life energy and between the two of you, um, that unresolved things that and some, energy. Maybe you were warriors on opposite sides or, you know, or father, son, there could be all these past life connections. But you do with these two cards there, that does tell me there's past life energies that are bouncing around below the surface that also add in, and they don't know why. That just adds into the fire of all this other stuff. So they wanted to show all the stuff of the human existence that they have in this lifetime, but you guys have some past struggling emotions from a past lifetime that also are bubbling up from within them. So maybe you were their leader over, in a past life, and now you're experiencing it from the other side, not as punishment or karma, debt, or anything, but you wanted to experience it. So you can ask yourself through this, why did I want this situation to happen for me? It'll bring some clarity for you because you can see, what am I learning through this? Does this resonate anywhere else for me? What is it teaching me? Because nothing happens by accident. Life doesn't happen to us, but we do come down here to experience what it might feel like to have life happen to us. And we all want to come down here to experience what it feels like to be a victim and have things happen to us, because we're so powerful as the beings that we are, that when we come down here to experience smallness and that things are happening to us, um, is interesting, and it shows us the expanse, the difference, like the contrast between being powerful and feeling powerless. We understand both and appreciate our power more. But I feel like there's, some wisdom that you can find in asking, okay, so instead of looking at this as I'm in an out of control situation, you can take the control back and go, all right, so why did I want this to happen for me? Because if this is happening both from them and your first sergeant and your commander, where they're not helping and you kind of feel helpless and out of control, it feels like a very obvious lesson, right? Feels like, okay, obviously I've asked for this to happen for some reason. What is it? Show me, please. I want to understand, what it is. And maybe that's it. Maybe it's the big thing is, I wanted to feel what it feels like to feel out of control and then to be able to step back into my power and look at that, right? Something that they're bringing in, and then we'll talk about your first sergeant and your commander. There's two cards for each of them here too. But our energy, whatever I focus on, grows and expands. And part of us taking our power back is realizing that whatever I vibrate from myself is what I draw to me. So if I focus on, why are they so hateful? Why are they not helping me? And I want this, but I don't have it. I'm missing this. I fear this. It draws in lower vibrational energy, draws in lower vibrational experiences and events, right? So something that may or may not be easy to do is to switch that vibration to a higher vibration. You can look at a situation, and if you so like, what are you grateful for in, your E7? What are you grateful for in your first sergeant? What are you grateful for in your commander? When you start focusing on what you're grateful for, more of that comes in and that expands, and this other stuff shrinks, right? And if you can't find any of that in this moment, which I know that's hard, you're like, what? How can I find something I love about the devil? No, I can't. Well, start by, what are you grateful for in your life? Start raising your love vibration higher. Focus on joy, laughter, gratitude, and all that. And that helps transform things, right? It helps move, so sorry, our energy. And then once that starts to happen, then this will start to change because you're not growing it anymore. It's like that old Native American saying, right? We have a dark wolf and a white wolf within us. They're constantly battling. Which one wins? Whichever one we feed the most, right? So something to consider there. Um, First sergeant, what's their problem? Um, so they've got here, uh-oh, are they having an affair with your E7? I'm just kidding. What is all this energy? What kind of military is this? I'm just kidding. But there is this they're afraid of losing an important relationship because the Tower card is they're afraid that if they do something about this, that there's an important relationship that's impacted here. And and it could be, I don't know if it can be a relationship with a person, but it can also be a relationship with their career, which impacts their relationship in the outside world. So they have this fear that if they act upon it, it means they have to acknowledge it, which means I feel like they open up a can of worms because there might be more than one occurrence of this happening kind of thing. And so it's like, oh, I don't want this to, come out here. Um, yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of a big piece with the first sergeant. Um, with the commander, you know, the three of wands, I feel like they want to kind of look at things in a different way regarding the situation. The king of swords, this is they roll over the mind, and all the kings get a second portion. So this person's very intellectual, very much unemotional, and so they look and they see the situation differently. um they're you know they kind of look at it like, okay, this is like uh emotional. What is this all about? Come on, everyone, grow up, right? uh but I feel like, this um they just kind of dismiss it as, okay, whatever, people are just heated or whatever, you guys need to learn to get along. I don't feel like they don't see it as a big deal because they're seeing it from a different perspective. And so there's just different, just realize that we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So they're all seeing things from different perspectives, and how you're perceiving your situation is different from everyone else too, because of your own filters. um, but I feel like that, you know it is always for us. I know it's hard when we're going through something that sucks, feels that way, right? To be able to take deep breaths and step back and go, okay, you know, why did I want this to happen for me? What can I learn through this? How can I grow through this? And I feel like managing your energy and where you're investing your energy will be a huge shift for you, because I feel like you'll see it start to happen where you're like, all right, you know what? I'm going to start appreciating my life and all these things. But okay, what do I appreciate about my E7? Um, you know, For a fat man, he doesn't sweat much, or whatever, find something. It's like, I don't know where that came from. It just, from a movie or something that they just it came in. But it's like, finding something to celebrate about them and going, well, they do that well. They do that well. They did do this for me. All right, I'm going to start focus on gratitude for those things. And wherever my energy mostly is what I draw, and just try to remember that. Try to have that like be your mantra. Whatever I focus on grows. Whatever I focus on grows. Whatever I focus on grows, right? So hopefully that helps a little bit here. Let's give you a fortune cookie. This is the from the High Vibe card deck. And this is like your fortune cookie for your donation. And thank you again for your multiple donations there. All right. Wow. Drink more water. Water. That's interesting. Proper hydration calms your body. It also increases your intuition. I like that kind of focus on here. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, in fact, cheers. Let's drink some water. But it's like, really tune into your intuition. You have the high priestess too, which is she's very intuitive. Now that you kind of know that this is all emotions, that it's not personal, it's a reflection, it's a projection from them, that is happening, and you're like, oh, okay. So I can I can also use this mirror for myself. The water is a reflection, right? I can look down into the water and go, instead of looking at why do I hate me? You replace the person with you. So instead of why does my E7 hate me? Why do I hate me? So we can see, where is that true? Is there something within you? Like, well, I hate that I don't stand up for myself, or I hate that I chose to join the military, or I hate this, or I hate that about my decisions. I hate this about me. Really look at that and see if there's some forgiveness that can release, because there's also projection coming from you, and you are seeing the world through those filters too. So you can kind of see where there's hate within yourself, right? Towards yourself or towards others. And that's the only thing that you can control. You can't control them. All you can control is your own stories, your own emotions, your own energy, your own actions. And then can ask yourself, because you feel like, why doesn't your first sergeant commander help you? Okay, why don't I help myself? How am I not helping myself? Okay, one of the ways is, let me manage my energy. That's how I can help myself. How else can I help myself? And so there's some great awareness that comes from that too. So again, thank you again so much. Sorry I wasn't able to get to yours yesterday. And if you put the question out there, I know YouTube sometimes can act a little wonky. Um, so thanks for your patience in getting to this, and hang in there. We send you lots and lots of love. We love you. So you're not alone. All right. So thank you again, Jenna Rue. And hang in there. Hang in there. You got this. Right. I'm just going to update this here. I'm just going to add you into my little list here. Extra donation reading. Just so we know where it's at when the time comes here. Just make sure I got that right. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for your patience there. And I'm so glad we're able to connect there. All righty. So now we will begin the free readings. Thank you guys so much. Flowing with the spirit. All right. So, like I said, free readings are 1 to 2 cards. So we'll see what comes through. And up first, we have Happy Pill. Say hey, Happy. So, a December month reading. I know, gosh, we're the middle of November already. Can you believe? It's almost the end of the year. Just, they say that happens when you get older. Am I getting older? I am. Sorry, let me falling off my chair here. There we go. All right. Well, December is a great ending of some disappointments and expectations. I like this energy. The death card, is the death and rebirth, and it allows movement. It allows the ending of something and the beginning of something new. And these expectations, these fears of being disappointed, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, that this new beginning happens as you end and let go of some expectations. So whether this is a relationship or job or education or whatever it may be, or maybe all could be, when you look at all of this, there's this energy of change, this energy of letting these opinions that you were given growing up on supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be around something, questioning it and going, why do I want that? Is that true? No, this is a story that I was told, and I believe the story, but I can change the story. And these are like things that have been restricting and standing in your way. It's like the cage that's been keeping you back. And as you let these go, it allows you to move forward. So whatever, I feel like this will relate, because it feels like it's something that's been frustrating you. Like, I just can't get past this. It's like, well, because there's chains that are holding you back that are in here on something that you were taught growing up, a limiting thought and belief and mindset that you're able to let go of and allow to go with the flow with whatever it is. And because you're willing to go with the flow instead of trying to control whatever it is, it flows instead of being caught in this, you know, it's like a grate on, if you ever have like a grate on uh drainage ditch kind of thing, and all this stuff gets stuck on it and it blocks it, and so the water backs up, and then someone removes it, and then it starts flowing. What's like when you remove this grate, everything just flows, and it feels like that there's not stagnant water through all that and stagnancy. So hopefully that helps. It feels like some good release of things that creates flow in your life. So I like that for you. Right, and that's what they have for you. Happy pill. So many blessings to you. And then Patricia, hello, hello. You are up. Angel message regarding making Z change. Angel message regarding making Z change. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what they have here. All right. So, we've got the Page of Swords, which is about clarity around, of the mind around things. And you have the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, focusing in on yourself. And so if this is I don't know, this isn't trying to change someone else. I don't feel like that's like your energy. It's like you're wanting to make a change in a direction. If it supports you being true to your authentic self, and you know, um, it's like whatever this is energy is around, it's come back to you. Make choices regarding you. If it's about, well, do I want to do this? Well, is this what you want to do? Ask for clarity if you're unsure. If you're torn between decisions, say, I don't know what I want to do. And then usually that means we don't have enough information in whether we want to make this change or not. And so we can ask spirit, can you make it a no-brainer? I'm asking of my own free will for you to bring in information to make it an easy choice. And then they will. And they're definitely that. But keep in mind that it's all about you and what you're wanting, and about you choosing for you, and not worried about anyone else, what anyone else would think or what anyone else is doing. It's like, I want to I want to do what's for me, because this is my life. I don't want to exist. I want to live. I want to express myself. And I feel like that's the big piece of the guidance that they have. Like they just want you to realize that everything in the outside world is outside of your control. The only thing you control is you and your life, your stories, your emotions, your energy, your actions. And um what are we waiting for to live more truer to ourselves, right? We don't can't change anyone else. We can't change any other situations. We can only change our approach to everything, our response, to things. And I feel like it's just choose for you. Don't sacrifice yourself. Do what you love, what brings you joy. Follow your joy. And then if you're unsure of, well, I don't know what to do, again, ask spirit and they to make it super clear, make it an easy no-brainer decision. Please bring that information. And they love to help us. But we seldom ask them because we're stubborn, right? We want to do things on our own. But I feel like they will help you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. So many blessings to you. Excuse me. And then Day Sturgis, you are up. Whatever comes out. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Anything else? All right. There we go. All right. So you got the Nine of Swords, which is the Nightmare and Insomnia card. But 9 is a good card to get because it is the beginning of endings and beginnings, letting fears go, stepping beyond the limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in small t truths, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, And the Six of Coins is about balancing and abundance that comes in because you're stepping beyond these fears, stepping beyond this, you know, um, how you're looking at all these things. And so there are some fears that have been holding you back and kind of making movement forward. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles, well, you have the Six of Pentacles. After I finish this session, if you look down in the description box of the video, you're going to see up in the YouTube channel members next to Olivier Vegata a Six of Pentacles little video link. It's to one of my in fact, I'll just copy and paste it next to yours. How about we just do that? We'll make it easier for you to find. So when you look down in the description box of the video next to your name, you will also see that link. There we go. But it does talk about, this out of balance giving and receiving and how we keep things from coming in because there's some beliefs down below that we might not even be conscious of. They're running on autopilot. And there can be some fears about worthiness and not deservedness and whatever. And even though in our conscious minds, we're like, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve that. Down underneath the surface, our little inner child is like, no, 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 you do not. You have to do all this first, and you've only done this. And this is all about bringing that 1,000 to 1 ratio down to 1 to 1, where it allows things to come in instead of resisting and feel like you're having things being held away. So hopefully that makes sense. But check out that video if that resonates. Right. So many blessings to you, Day Sturgis. That's what they have for you. And then Crystal's Day. You are up after that in a general reading for you. So let's see, what advice does Spirit have for you right now? All right. Wow, you really have an opportunity that is available to you here. Ace of Coins is a new opportunity opening up in the outside world. Does have to do with, seeing yourself in a new light, seeing yourself and your self-worth from a different place in relationship to the outside world. This King of Wands is like an entrepreneur, but it's like Emperor energy too, where it's I'm deciding what I want, not what I'm supposed to want. I'm making plans. I'm putting energy behind it, and I'm moving forward. It's like the emperor who clears the throne room from all these people with all these opinions because they all want something different for the empire. And they're like, thank you. Dismissed, everyone. Exit, exit. The king, the emperor, has decisions to make. And then you make decisions for you that you're wanting in your life, and that creates these new opportunities. And it's about you stepping forward in your energy and the belief that you can achieve it. So there's like this little interaction going on between your self-worth, what you feel you're capable of, and putting energy behind it and decision making, and kind of stepping away from worrying about what other people will think and disappointing people and blah blah blah, right? But it's about moving forward. So I like that for you, Crystal's Day. Hopefully that resonates. That's what they have for you. And so many blessings to you. All right. And then Rhonda, you are up next. Hello, hello. So what's next that you can focus on? And are you on the path for your highest good? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's shuffle these up here. Refresh the energy a little bit. All right. Well, half the deck. Wow, you got a lot going on. Let's take a look here. All right, for Rhonda. There we go. What's next for you, Rhonda? Yeah, this card did come out with a bunch of others. I got to cover this up. I'm going to get some little stickers to cover up the private parts that YouTube does not like us showing. So temperance is about patience and alchemy. It's the pouring of the 2 cups back and forth, and it starts off with something base metal, but there's this magic that's been happening. It takes time, but it turns to gold. And so there's this having patience with yourself and with your life unfolding. But and right now, here's the strength card. So this is your human self and your higher self, Leo energy. And, it's like what you can focus on. There's never any need to in our lives, there's no supposed to, need to, must. From the spirit's perspective, there's just a bunch of different choices and possibilities we can make with different outcomes, but it's us choosing it, and we can look at it that way. So I like this for you because this is them saying that one of the big things is you're learning about your inner strength. You're connecting more and more and more and more to your higher self because the strength card is, on this path that we have in life, um, there's, our like the lion, our human side is told to fulfill your life, look out here, look into relationship situations and things. This is what's going to fill you up. And the lion goes, okay, like everyone else, let's go out there. So we go out and we taste of relationships, we taste of situations, jobs, education, whatever, and then we taste of things, which are our bank accounts, our possessions, our bodies. When you do all that, and the more we taste of it, the hungrier we become, the more thirsty we become, and like this is not going in the direction I want it to. I'm not feeling more full. I'm realizing my emptiness more. And that's the design. The outside world does disappoint because it's unstable. People change, people walk away, people pass away, situations never stay the same. Things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. All of that unstable eventually turns us inward, inward, inward. And so the path for our highest good, we're always on it every moment because we're experiencing the outside world or we're experiencing the inside world. If we're experiencing the outside world, we're learning all about the contrast of what we're not to understand more of who we are, these powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. So no moment is ever wasted. We're never not on our path. We're always on our path, the path of possibilities. But when we're looking for our definition of our worth in the outside world, we continue will face disappointments and lack until we turn inward and upward. And then we're like, ta-da! It's the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And we're realizing that's what I've been hungry for. Now that's in the strength card, the mate in our higher self is what brings down that unconditional love because it's made of unconditional love, gives it to the lion, and the lion feels, I'm finally full. And then we walk hand in hand together, our higher self and our human self. So the focus is get to know your higher self more and more and more and more and more. Because the more you do, the fuller you become and the more content you become. And we don't stop wanting things in the outside world, we just stop needing them. And the lack, when we fill up from the inside, we're overflowing, then the stuff of the outside world becomes overflowing and above and beyond. So it transforms from lack to overflow, and we see it completely different. I can take it or leave it. Now I gotta have it or else I'm nothing. That's what we're taught. All that stuff, if I don't have it, I'm nothing, I'm undeserving, I'm rejectable, I don't deserve love. We turn inward and upward, find the greatest love of all that we've been looking for, and then we um, look at the love that we find in the outside world in a different way. So hopefully that helps, Rhonda. Rhonda, that's what they have for you right now, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Samya Rao, hello, hello. Will your brother-in-law consider your guidance on therapy if you contact him? All right. All right. Well, let's take a look here. So based on his current energy, if you contact him, would he be open to therapy? All right. Sorry, not this one right here. Maybe he'll be a little stubborn. I feel like he would be because the Four of Coins is feeling solid in the outside world, but the Palace of Swords is, this is a unique card to this deck, so this is perfect that it came out at this time for this question because the Palace of Swords it's like all about creating a space where I can voice myself and share my voice. Isn't that what therapy is? It's a place where you can have a third party where you can feel free to share what's going on, and it's supposed to be kept under wraps, right? Um, but it's a safe space to share with that. So I like it. I like it. I feel like that's a positive that if you reached out to them and, maybe even mention that, it's a safe space though. You can be heard and that someone can hear your point of view, third person that doesn't have a judgment on anything. They can give you their, tools and their perception and any advice too, and that might help there too. But I definitely feel like they would be open to it depending on how you present it, right? I like that. It's a safe space for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sammy Around. Many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh, what will happen this Christmas break in your outside world? All right. Let's take a look here. So, what's based on current energies in the future here for your Christmas break? What's going to happen in the outside world? Wow, I just put that back in and put it back. It's funny, that's a break from school, right? Um, I like that. A big thing here is less stress. And I feel like when you step away here and have this break, that, swords are education and the mind and communication. But I feel like you know, this is all about school. This is all about university kind of stuff. The Ten of Wands is this energy of it's like an energetic review. Where am I investing all of my energy? I feel like a big thing that happens in your outside world is it gives you this peace and this quietness of reflection. I feel like it's an important thing that they're having you do. They're like, well, I could tell you about all this activity and stuff, but what's important for you to kind of take advantage of is this opportunity to look at all of this pressure, all of this burden, all of this energy you have invested in so many places. You might be feeling exhausted. And that happens when we feel everything is urgent and important. And what they talk about with the 10 of wands is develop the three buckets. One bucket of what is truly important to you and truly urgent. That's the first bucket. What is important but not urgent, second bucket. Those are things that are important. You'll put it on your calendar, let's say, but you space it out. It's not all needs to be done today. That can be done 2 weeks from now. That can be done a month from now. You can put it on your calendar. And then the third bucket are those things that are urgent but not important. And those things don't need to be dealt with because they're not important. They can fall away. So you create these three buckets. You focus your energy in bucket one. After that's done, then you can start focusing on bucket two. And if you get all that done and you're bored, you can pull something from bucket three if you want something to do, but you don't have to. And it really helps you realize I don't have as much urgent and important things. We're taught everything is urgent and important in these days, but you can determine for you what's truly urgent and important, and that helps. Right? So that's what they have for you, Teshi. Hopefully that helps you. Many blessings to you. All right. Let me just move some more over here. We'll continue with the free readings. Thank you guys again for your patience in getting to your readings. Boom, boom, boom. Try to get them out of order here. Okay, let me just scooch these up. See, will I get all of them over here? Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, well, we'll do it that way. All right, so up next, we have Starfall. So, hey, Starfall. Whatever comes up, please. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So they're telling you here that something has been removed or something will soon suddenly be removed out of your life with the Tower card. And that's okay because the 10 of Pentacles says this replaces this. Whatever thing is being removed out of your life, the Tower card is that energy of uh, when something or someone is removed out of our life, it's to make the space for something more aligned with our higher self to come in and replace that, or to clear something out of the pathway to move forward, right? And so this is the tower. The tower is this sudden, it's usually sudden energy of something being removed. But the 10 of Pentacles is abundance in the physical world, whether it be financial or even a relationship. It's a relationship card. So, if someone's removed, it's because it's always an upgrade. We're never downgraded. So we can trust that when that old shack that we've got so attached to that's condemned, can't even live in it, that when the lightning bolt comes and burns it down, it gets moved away and they replace it with a brand new castle, not just a tower, but a whole castle. We're like, this was worth it. This is an upgrade. And I'm glad I went through that. In at the time it's burning down, we kind of panic and oh no. But then if we can remember as soon as we can that it's for us and that it's creating the space for this new upgraded thing, we're more apt to be like, okay, I'm okay with this, right? So that's what they have for you, Starfall. Hopefully that resonates. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then faith and love, you are up next. Will you marry C next year? So based on current energies, will there be marriage to C next year? For you, of course. Not just anyone, but you. All right. We do have, you actually got 3 cards. You got Knight of Cups is movement of emotion that comes in. And you got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is also movement of thought and belief and mindset. And this does tell me that, sorry, itch. Is that money coming? I don't know. They got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. It is about changing mentality, letting some beliefs go, letting some expectations go, then there definitely is that possibility of that happening. But I feel like it is possibility because it is important to see things from a different perspective and to let some, as I said, rules go around relationship because those are the things that suck the life out of a relationship, right? All of that swords, all that comes in there. So, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be. Like, well, if we're gonna get married, it has to be in this place and this kind of thing, and da 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 da. Da. And it's like instead of that approach, it's like, where would you like to get married? How would you like to get married? Da 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 da, etc. Right? Instead of no, it has to be this, and then that delays it because we're being inflexible and we're not open to change. It's important to be open to change, open to, well, I don't want it to be a huge wedding. I would like us to go to Jamaica and get married on the beach, just like us and a small handful of friends and family. And you're like, no, it has to be in this giant church with all these people and all this stuff. And it's like, what do we want more? To be right or to have marriage, right? That's kind of just comes down to it for everyone, doesn't it? Do I want to be in a marriage or do I want to be right? Usually it's one or the other. You know what? I'm going to choose to be in a relationship, in a marriage, right? So hopefully that helps. Faith and love. That's what they have for you, right? So many blessings. And then hot sun. Hello. What are Matt's energies towards you? And the bottom of the deck. All right. So what are Matt's energies towards you? Okay. And then the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck, you do have the Justice card, right? Balance, looking at things differently. Let's take a look here. So you have the Six of Swords and the Palace of Coins. Now, the Palace of Coins is unique to this deck. Tarot normally doesn't have palaces, but there's one for each of the 4 minor arcana, and I look at this as the Emerald City, right? This is the it's a it's a space to be able to express my worth is kind of the energy that I pick up on the Palace of Coins. And the 6 of Swords is about a change of thought and belief and mindset from choppy waters to calmer waters, leaving old ways of thinking behind. It also is a movement card. So thoughts and beliefs change, and then it creates movement in the outside world. And it could be, I don't know if you guys are looking at movement of home. I feel like that's very much indicated here as well as kind of an under message. But overall, especially with the Justice card coming in, this is about questioning again, like the Six of Swords, got the Ace of Swords here, seeing things from a higher perspective, cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve anymore, and um, realizing those fears, realizing the restrictions, realizing any limiting beliefs, anything like that that come in around worth specifically, though, because it's like looking at our worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, finding a safe space to declare my worth, to find my worth as well. So, how does that relate to you? What are his energies towards you? I feel like that um, they have been thinking a lot about long held beliefs on where does my worth come from? And I feel like they put a lot of pressure on you each defining each other by this long list of supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, and it's like, well, our relationship determines who we are. And it's like, I feel like you guys are realizing, and then this is his energy towards you too, right? That he's realizing that I've got to find this for myself. I got to find this safe space within me to feel like I'm full and I'm priceless instead of um, trying to look to the outside world to define me in relationship situations and things. Not that he wants to get rid of you or anything like that, but I just feel like there is this balancing of trying to figure some stuff out really in his head a lot lately, which we were in eclipse season and so many things. Capricorn, not Capricorn, Saturn was in retrograde, even turning us more inward to reflect on things, that shaking and that rattling. So I feel like he's kind of coming out of it with a with some new inner revelations about his inner worth. And I feel like it's just going to help the relationship because it's taking expectations off, it's taking pressure off, to where I feel like they're going to express themselves more true to themselves, and they're going to be more accepting of you too. So it's interesting. But those are the energies that I feel are going on right now. So hopefully that resonates. That's what they got for you. Right. So many blessings. Right. And then Maria P. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation earlier. I want to know, what is it that Walter loves the most of your hangouts together? All right. So what does he love most about your hangouts together? All right. Yeah, peace of mind. And I know it sounds weird, but it's the communication, it's the intelligence, it's the like-mindedness, but it's the peace of mind with the Four of Swords is like, I just don't have to worry about anything. And I love our conversations. We just talk about stuff that I've talked about with no one else before because people don't get it and they think I'm weird or stupid, but you're weird and stupid just like me. And he considers that a good thing, but he does like that. He loves that peace of mind that you guys have when you're around each other because again, he doesn't feel like he has to perform. You guys click so well that you're just like, yeah, I just love that. Like, it's like a eye in the middle of a storm. It's so peaceful, but then also you guys intellectually connect like you haven't with anyone before. At least he hasn't with anyone like that before. So I like that. Boom, boom, boom. That's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. All right, let me bring some more of these over here. Got this one and this one, I think. Make sure I'm doing these in order. All right. Yep, there we go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. So hang in, everybody. We're getting there. So Kelsey Wells, you are up next. Sorry, hi. So you would say, do your friends enjoy your company? You've been dealing with seasonal depression and kind of questioning everything in your life. Oh, yeah, I get you there. Well, we're sending you lots of love. We enjoy your company, so come back here anytime you want. These friends of yours, let's figure it out here. So, of course, you have different friends, right? You have different. Well, you get three, so you have different friends. So, there's different things to look at with all this, right? The first card coming out is the Two of Wands, which it depends on how they're feeling in the moment, right? Because other people's opinion of us, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So we see through our filters. If I wake up feeling like crap in the morning, I think a lot less of everyone else. If I wake up feeling great in the morning, I think greater of everyone else than I normally do. So we're very fickle as humans that how we see the world is so much through our own filters. So, take it with a grain of salt what people say or think or opinions, because it's all about themselves. They're looking at a mirror. If they don't like you or enjoy your company, it means they don't enjoy their own company, because everything is a reflection, everything that's going on out there. So they're saying it fluctuates. Some people enjoy people's company and some people don't enjoy it at times. But it's fluctuating, and that's why it's so unstable. And if we define ourselves by our relationships, friends, family, whoever, because people change, people walk away, people pass away, we feel unstable if we're defining ourselves by that. Also, situations and things. Anything in the physical world, when we use it to define us, we feel unstable, which brings you to the Palace of Coins, the Emerald City, right? But this is a safe space of defining your worth. The safest place for us to define our worth is not out here in the unstable outside world. It's the internal, upward, stable, eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. When you define yourself by that, then you feel whole and complete, and you feel stable. You feel priceless instead of when we define ourselves by the outside world. I call that retail price. And that's all seasonal. It depends on, you can be a parka winter coat in the northern Alaska during the winter and be marked up in price, and it can be that same parka coat on a tropical island on the equator during summer and not even end up on the clearance rack, not even the Kmart blue light special. You end up being donated, right? That's the fickleness of retail price of the outside world. Again, up and down depending on what's going on. Overall, though, Nine of Cups is like dreams come true, fulfillment of emotion. And so I feel like your friends do enjoy your company when they're in a enjoyable, when they're open to receiving joy, because sometimes people just are in a bad mood and it doesn't matter. But it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with what's going on inside of them. The Nine of Cups too is about the hermit's journey of your own emotional journey, and that kind of goes back to that Palace of Pentacles, which is, you know, um, the love I'm looking for, I can't find out there. I'm only going to find imitation and things that fall short. And when I get, you know, disappointed enough and tired and exhausted of the instability and the disappointment of the outside world, eventually we turn inward and upward, and ta-da, we find that eternal unconditional love, and that's the love we've been looking for. It's like a 10-course meal with 2 desserts, and we search the outside world, which only gives, it's a giant dessert bar. It's three desserts or more, um, And so eventually our soul is and heart are so hungry for real nutrition. When we turn inward and upward, we find this 10-course meal and we're like, there it is with 2 desserts. And then we don't stop wanting more dessert. We can always find room for more dessert. And so we do. Then someone brings us third dessert and fourth dessert and fifth dessert. And before, if they were like sixth dessert, no, I'm not going to give it to you. We'd be like, no, don't withhold your sixth dessert from me because that's our nourishment, which we're not getting nourishment. We're just getting dessert and empty calories. um, we when we're filling up from the inside, we can take it or leave it. We're like, thank you. I was full anyway. We're not desperate for it like we are when we're feeling so empty. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Kelsey, there. I do feel like, you know, friends enjoy our company sometimes, and sometimes they don't enjoy our company because they're not enjoying their own company with themselves. Has nothing to do with us, right? So I feel like it's an adjustment of not looking and defining yourself by that unstable world. Turn inward and upward and find your true priceless definition. Okay. All right. Much love to you. Hang in there and many blessings. All right. And then we've got, is that Keen E? Queene? Hello, hello. So you want to know, will he reach out this week? All right. Let's take a look here. Will he reach out this week? Based on current energies. Whoa. Oh, no. Hold on. Dropped a card. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. And it went way underneath there, too. Okay, I have to get out of my chair even. Way under here. All right. My chair back up here. All right. So will he reach out to you this week? Six of Wands is the card that fell underneath the desk, and that's the victory and movement. House of Coins is also a place of feeling safe to express one's worth. It's the Emerald City energy too. But just the Six of Wands by itself would tell me that it's a yes, because it is, that victory and abundance that comes in there. Trying to see here with the House of Coins while I catch my breath from so out of shape. But yeah, it's a place of safety, a place of it's like a place you call home in a way. And we got this energy here. If you ever watch The Wizard of Oz, in the Emerald City, the whole thing of like this search for something on the inside. And I feel like this is kind of an underlying message that's kind of woven underneath that is that, when we have this search, like the Tin Man was looking for a heart, and the lion was looking for courage, and the scarecrow was looking for a brain, etc., that they had them within themselves all along. And the whole journey they had when they got to the to Oz and got in front of the wizard, they had it all along already. Um, so I feel like there's this, yeah, he'll reach out to you this week, but what you're really looking for is within you already. And so if you're looking at like, will he reach out? And we're kind of putting our definition and some stuff of this outside world kind of stuff that when you look inward and it's like, oh, okay, it's in here. The love I'm looking for is in here, not out there. And sometimes we'll define ourselves by people's actions or non-actions, words or non-words to mean something about us. It's like, no, it's, um, I have it in here, right? So something to think about with all that. But I definitely feel he'll reach out, but I feel like that's not going to fulfill you for very long. If they do, there's always going to be, when they're going to reach out next. When's the next thing? When's the next thing? When's the next thing? Because we're kind of searching for something out there that's We can only find inward and upward. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they got for you. So many blessings to you. And then Magana. Hey, so will RK ask you out or confess if he has feelings or catches feelings for you in the future? All right, let's take a look here. So, based on current energies, will RK ask you out or confess? Confess. All right. Got those there. All right. Let's see what we got here. You know, I eventually I feel like they will have the bravery here with the strength card to share this. 6 of Cups is this past life energy that comes in. You guys have past life connection and you have this draw to each other, right? And you probably understand that and feel it, you probably felt it right away. Like, wow, I feel like there's something there, but it's beyond this world, it's beyond this life, it's past lives. But I feel like they don't get that. When they just know that there's this draw, they don't understand what it is yet. But the strength card is when they get enough bravery to I don't even know if it's bravery, it's more clarity because of like they're like, I don't know what this is. Oh well, when they get enough, you know, uh spark, when they get enough I'm trying to think of the word. It's the feeling is different when I because it's not. Um, I don't know. I'm just going to explain this and then because that's the only I'm trying to think of a word and it's just not working there. But it's like I don't act on something because I don't understand it, and if I don't understand it, then I just kind of keep pushing it off, going, I don't know, no, I don't know what you are. Go away. I don't know what you are. What is it? What are you? Go away. And then finally, frustration. That's a good word. Finally, I get it. Like, okay, what are you? What is this? And I'm like, oh, so I feel like there's this draw. Well, I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ask them out or, say, "Hey, you gonna get a coffee?" And then because they wanna investigate what it is, but it's only when it irritates them enough, if that makes sense. Alright, so that's what's coming in, Magana. Many blessings to you. Alright, and then love is the most powerful force in the universe. You are up next. So you wanna know, can E-Tag look exactly 100% like she does with makeup if she loses fat, eats a healthy diet, and uses subliminals and sound frequencies? All right, let's take a look here. And of course, I'm not a licensed medical professional. See the disclaimer in the description box of the video. Of course, tarot is designed for entertainment purposes only. So what does Spirit want you to know about this here? Okay. All right. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is about kind of like dreams coming true in the physical world. And but the 6 of Cups, I don't normally get it for this, but the 6 of Cups is childhood emotion that comes in here. And that's the hardest thing is that um I feel like there's emotional eating, emotional energy here that is what creates this boundary for all of this stuff. So there's a possibility of, and I don't know, 100% is kind of um pushing it, right? Can I look 100 exactly 100% like I do with makeup if I did it up? No. No one can look the same with all that makeup because no matter how much you eat healthy diet and use subliminals and sound frequencies, if you have like a freckle, the freckle's not going to go away. But when you're pancaking on makeup and you're using makeup, you can look totally different. But you definitely can feel healthier and beautiful in a even a different way, um, without wearing makeup and doing all those healthy things. But there is with the Six of Cups, there is this energy of, um, dealing with some past childhood. Well, I wouldn't necessarily go as far as traumas, but definitely emotions that need to be processed for that. So that's what they have for you right now. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Hopefully that makes sense. Many blessings to you. All right, we just got three more, so hang in there, everybody. We've got my name. Hi, my name is Flo. So, Flo, you are up. A career reading. So, you're wondering if all the growth and hard work are being recognized and will turn into better offer from the company once your current contract expires next April. Let's take a look here. I got that and that one. Let's see what we have here. There is possibilities here because when we get like the Nine of Swords, which is our fears, like nightmares and insomnia, and then the Six of Coins. I'm sorry, not the six, but the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles, which is believes in lack. These of being left behind, abandoned, left out in the cold. These fears of not being chosen, right? This is what we're looking at here. So this represents that. And so there's possibilities of it being recognized and doing that. But what controls our life is where we're investing our energy. So if I'm focusing on what if I don't get accepted? What if this? What if that? And the fears and the missingness and the wantingness and maybe focus on what we don't like. When we focus on lower vibrational energies, we draw in things that match that, right? So if we continue having fears and don't realize how much time we're investing in that, we will draw in the rejection, right? But if we, in the meantime, now that it's being brought to our awareness, if I start focusing on what I'm grateful for in this job, not worried about, whether I'm going to be accepted or not, but focusing on what I'm grateful in myself, focus on unconditional love, enjoying laughter, and whatever gratitude I can, that draws in situations that match that energy instead. Instead of lower vibrational, we experience the higher vibrational. So, if you start now, between now and then, of just focusing on what let's almost like, um, have gratitude for your, um, instead of you looking at being recognized, recognize what you love about the job. That changes the energy, right? If I'm looking for my validation and wanting to get the job and want, my energy is telling the universe, I enjoy wanting, but not having, and it'll push it further away. Whereas if I focus on, what I recognize about this job that I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this, I'm grateful for this, for this, for this, for that person, that thing, and that, then it brings in something that matches that later, right? So it's within your power. But if you focus on the fears, it just pushes it away, and then it doesn't happen, right? And that's when we just have to pay attention to whatever I focus my energy on is what grows in my life, right? So that's what they have for you, Flo. So many blessings to you. I like that it's in your hands, though, right? Not someone else's. All right. So many blessings. All right. And then up next, we got Sherry. Sherry, thank you so much for your patience in getting to your reading and being a new subscriber, too. So you're having financial and car problems. Yay. Aren't those always great? Will your car issues end soon and finances improve soon, too? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. So one card for the car. Okay, I think it is that one. And then one for finances. All right. So the car here, you've got the moon card coming in here. And, the moon energy, really talks about phases and cycles and unseen and things being brought to the surface here. I don't know, I get this energy that if you can switch cars, do it, because I just feel like there's more and more and more, and like the problems that are being fixed, there's something else below the surface that's causing everything. And unless they can get to the you can find somebody that will get to the root of it, not just keep fixing the symptoms, but get to the issue, it's going to continue to happen. It's best just to get a new car, right? Um, is what I feel like with that. Financial, that you're like, well, financial depends on that because I can't get a new car until that improves. But you got the Queen of Swords, which is the balancing of the head and the heart. Um, Something with a combination of both of these. The moon is all emotional energy. The Queen of Swords, even though on the surface she rules over the swords kingdom with the king, behind the scenes she also has emotions. She balances head and heart. And there's this energy that comes in with this that um whatever, and we just kind of talked about it a moment ago, whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. If I focus on I'm having financial problems, I'm having car problems. And if we focus on that, all I have is I have these things, um, it's not like pretending things don't exist, but when I focus on it, I grow it. It's that old Native American tale. We have a dark wolf and a white wolf battling within us, and which one wins? Whatever we feed the most. So if when we're looking at car issues, our current energies, if I continue to focus on car issues, I'm going to have car issues. If I start focusing on gratitude around what works good with the car, I remember those times when there were no problems with the car. I loved this. I loved this. I'm grateful for that. Same thing with finances. When I focus on the lack, then I grow lack. When I focus on what I'm grateful for, what I do have, then more comes in. So it really comes in with balancing the head and the heart and, you know, changing our mindset around what we focus on. Because we're not really at the whim of the outside world. We're not in like a little car seat in the back of the seat in the world. Someone's driving us around. We're driving the bus. Our energy drives our bus, and whatever we focus on the most is what we go to, and what's drawn to us. And so I feel like, there's a great way to just transform everything that's going on is just start focusing on as much gratitude in your life as possible and around specific situations, what you're truly, sincerely grateful for in those things. Even starting a gratitude journal where every single day you write one thing to be grateful for. And if you're wanting things to change even faster, something that I do is on my cell phone, I'll put a silent vibrating alarm for every waking hour that I'm awake that would say like gratitude. What am I grateful for? And then in that moment, whenever it goes off, it brings me back and I'm like, what am I grateful for? And then we're grateful. All that gratitude, gratitude, gratitude keeps drawing in gratitude, gratitude. But we're taught to focus on what's missing, what we want, what we fear, what we hate. And it grows all that. But that's what we're taught as humans. And until we change that habit, how do you change a habit? Repetition. So if you put that, kind of alarm on your phone, do a gratitude journal where every day you write something different, what you're grateful for. Do it for as long as you'd like until you feel like your energy in your life is changing and it draws things in, right? So hopefully that helps you. I feel like there is possibilities of these things changing, but no matter what, if we don't change our energy, it's just going to repel it away because our energy of lack or our energy of missing or wanting, we can't enjoy wanting if we get what we're wanting. So when we're focusing on our wanting, it gets pushed away, if that makes sense. So instead, we focus on gratitude. We can ask once, hey, creator, I would like a car that works consistently well all the time. And then after that, they don't forget, they have the best mind ever. We can just start being grateful, thank you for bringing me um transportation, my own car that runs perfectly all the time. I'm so grateful you're bringing it in the perfect timing, the perfect way. When we start that gratitude, 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 that's what changes. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have for you, Sherry. So good to see you. Hopefully we see more of you. Many blessings. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got Kritika Malhotra. Hello, hello. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Anything regarding you and Gaurav? All right. Life has been exhausting lately. you know, a lot going on in the world for sure. Let's see here. See what they have here for you. All right. Well, we do have here. I just need to cover up something here. Here we go. So we've got the star card and we've got the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, you know, is this energy here of focusing on lower vibrational, the 3 spilt cups or the 3 broken cups. You can see that they're kind of focused in on that. Dreams come true with the star card, wishing upon a star. Um, there's just like this with, and I feel like this is could be both of your energies, quite honestly. Them more so than you, but I feel like you might have a bit of disappointment and a little bit of lower vibrational emotions rooted in fear. But they are really rooted in this fear, really rooted in this my dreams can't come true kind of energy, and um, why is all these things always happening to me? It's like they're crying in their soup and a bit, exhausted, right? Of I've been trying so hard to make my dreams come true, and all I get is a T-shirt. It's like what? But it's like okay, um, transformative energy. They just get a lot of attention on focusing on their lower vibrational emotions. Um, but I just feel like they're kind of stuck in these lower vibration and they feel like their dreams are out of reach, that it's unobtainable, and they're just kind of low and feeling low about themselves. And so when they're in that state, they see everything through those lenses. And, that's the kind of energy that's coming in here. And I feel like you can have bouts of where you like when you're exhausted especially, and you don't not getting enough sleep and you don't feel well, that you can choose your lower vibrational emotions, but your state of mind and state of emotion is usually upbeat and look for the positive. And their tendency is to focus on what's not working, what's missing, what's going on. And I just feel like that's when they're in that state that your energy doesn't match, like, they're lower vibrational down here and you're, like, higher vibrational here. Guys just it's like you miss each other because, um, when they have a temporary "oof," you guys bump into each other and then they're gone, right? Then they have this, "Eh," and then they meet and then they fall down again. And that's why there's this in and out of your life kind of energy, because it's their up and down and up and down and up and down in their emotions. And it'll continue to be that way until they figure that out for themselves. And they're the only ones that can make those choices for them. But so hopefully it brings a little bit more awareness into what's going on in their life. And it's not about you, it's about their emotional state and emotional instability, that they're up and down and up and down. Almost, I wouldn't say bipolar, you know, but almost feels like that. Like I feel like if you saw that, well, you're studying counseling, aren't you? You're like, I can diagnose him. But you can kind of sit with that and see what resonates. But that's what I have for you right now. Right, Kritika, hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much for, excuse me, all your patience in getting to your readings. After I'm done here, I'll post a comment down below listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can find your reading much more quickly. And again, thank you for all of your love and support. I'm so grateful for you. Thumbs up really helps spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So I appreciate that as well. I'll be back Friday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more free readings. If you want to join me then, if you want to participate in our Wednesday or Thursday sessions, I have 2-hour sessions with my YouTube channel members. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month, which gives you access to the Wednesday night session. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. It gives you access to the Wednesday and Thursday 2-hour sessions. Friday, Saturday night is 1 hour, and Sunday afternoon is 1 hour as well. So if you're interested, check that out. There's a link down below. I also offer personal readings, hedges of energy, of love and peace. There's a link down below. It talks more about those things that I offer as well if you're interested. All right, everybody. Until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your lives, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. See you soon.